Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll Fix It team. Let's fix this right quick. So you've probably seen, if you go through my videos, you'll see where I went to this same event last year. I've been going to it for years, but recently documented it on this YouTube channel. Now, there is a hit and miss engine building, and I'm currently in it right now, and it's not open. I know the owners of this place very well, and have been coming here for years, and this building's always been open. Turns out the man that's been coming out here and getting these things going is a volunteer, and he's not able to volunteer his time, so this building is not able to be open. However, I just love these hit and miss motors, and I've watched them run, and I've talked to the dude a little bit. I'm not a hit and miss engineologist, but we're going to try to get a few of these running. Let me flip the camera around and show you the one that we're going to get going because I've watched it the most. This is actually a throttle governor engine, by the way. Check this out. I learned a lot talking to the dude. And I remember there was some aspects of this engine that were characteristic and key, but this is a throttle governor engine. It hits every stroke. It doesn't have, it has an atmospheric valve, but the way it's set up, sets up and runs by the eccentric on the crank by the counterweights on this little push wheel right here. Okay, let's see here. So hopefully nobody will walk in here when I'm trying to do this. It's gonna be awkward. But down here there's a buzz coil, and I found it underneath here, and I've access to it, but I don't have the little battery that goes in it, so it's 12 volts, so we're gonna run it off a little car battery, and some alligator clips, put a little bit of fuel in there, and we're gonna flick the little piece right here that makes it spark and look for spark. If we got spark, then we're gonna throw a little oil on some stuff and see what happens. Okay, so you gotta fill these oilers up. There's a little, well, that one's got a latch. Trust me, I am not a know-it-all when it comes to these things right here. And there's I think the grease goes in that there. Grease goes in this here, and you crank that down to oil the mains here. Same thing for that. We'll give that a crank or two. And then we'll fill these little oilers up. I've got a fuel primer slash pump right up here. I'm trying to look and video at the same time, so we'll put fuel in this tank, and then we'll prime this up, and we should get some up here into this bowl right here. I think I don't know what that's for. I have no idea. But I'm sure it kind of has something to do with this thing right here. We're just going to keep messing with it till something happens, and we'll see what happens. Filling it up about halfway. That'll work. Get some right there. Oh snap! It'll be all right. If you spill a little bit, it's okay. It's shake and bake, and I helped. It's all right. I think that this is some kind of oil port right here too. We'll just throw a little oil in that thing. Let it ride. Okay. We've got to close these off right there. We'll give this a little cranker root. That there. Get some gas in this thing now. I've never watched the dude start this thing, but I do know that a lot of these engines have a way of either retarding the timing or some kind of decompression. And so I found this lever right here, and it seems to move this bearing that's on a roller that's on a different part of the cam. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Forgot to turn it on. is running.